Welcome back to the 32nd Annual Dominion Christmas Parade from the Science Museum of Virginia on CBS 6.
And welcome back to our live coverage of the 32nd Annual Dominion Christmas Parade. I'm Cheryl Miller along with Rob Cardwell. And we've got a lot more floats to tell you about, a lot more units to come. Let's take a look at what's up next.
They are lined up, and here we go. We're going to make some of your literary heroes come to life here. This is the Richmond Public Librarians Drill Dance Team. And their characters there, Richmond Library, 9 branches, reaching children and families in the community. They have a special collection of rare children's materials, in case you didn't know that, and a law library among its many resources. The first gift of Christmas right there. Some of the great librarians who volunteer their time reaching to kids and getting them the important books they need. And just, if you haven't visited a Richmond library, they've done a lot of renovations. They have a lot of programs to get you involved.
And this is representing a lot of them in the country. I used to spend a lot of time in libraries when I was a young girl, and all I wanted to do was work in a library. And as a teenager, I did.
Very cool. Hey, here's the Virginia Union University Ambassadors of Sound marching band. They're coming up. Virginia Union University celebrating its 150th anniversary. Started right after the end of the Civil War in 1865. Its first campus was Lumpkin's Jail, a former slave trading complex and a jail for runaway slaves. But now Virginia Union alumni include 22 college presidents, the first African-American admiral in the United States Navy, the country's first elected African-American governor, and Richmond's first and current African-American mayor. This is the Virginia Union University Ambassadors of Sound Marching Band.
Virginia Union University, community involved, giving over 23,000 hours of community service last year. And the school has been named to President Obama's Higher Education Community Service Honor Roll for 4 years in a row.
All right behind the band is the Rudolph Balloon, sponsored by Crown Plaza Hotel. Here he is, the most famous reindeer of all. When he's with Santa's pack, Rudolph is always the lead reindeer, lighting the way with his bright red nose there, Cheryl. He's been around for a while, too. You know, he first appeared in a 1939 booklet written by Robert L. May. And then his story, of course, adapted in a number of forms, including a popular song, the awesome television special, and a feature film. The Rudolph Balloon, sponsored by Crown Plaza, downtown Richmond, featuring 298 beautifully appointed guest rooms and suites with exclusive views overlooking the Canal Walk and the James River. And I'm sure that Rudolph could reach one of those top balconies there.
He's cute. He's cute.
That is so cute. I love that Christmas special every year, the old claymation and the stop-motion animation, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Next up, Virginia Clown Alley #3, Clowns of America International. We've got tons of smiles along the parade route already, but they will add even more. This is the oldest clown alley in America. They've been entertaining for charity groups since 1969 here in the metro area. Now, if you've ever dreamed of being involved in clowning, you may want to check them out. They'd be more than happy to help you out and have you join them.
And they've even warmed the Grinch's heart. Look at that.
Blowing kisses to you.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
All right, the sports backers featuring CarMax in their Tacky Light Run coming up behind them.
This is the third year for the CarMax Tacky Light Run. Our motto, they say, is the tackier, the better. If you're looking for a tacky sweater, you know they've got you covered. Sports Backers, of course, a nonprofit organization here in our area working to make RVA a little more active, and they've partnered with CarMax for this Tacky Light Run. And if you've seen it, any of the video, or if you've been there, it's an amazing event. It's fun, it's lit up, and it's a nighttime run, and it's for the family.
And I love all the costumes that people wear, the antlers and everything else, and the jingle bells that they use.
Oh, yeah. It's wonderful. Up next, the Filipino American Association of Central Virginia was founded in 1972 to help promote the Filipino people, their culture, their heritage, their capabilities, and their contributions here in Central Virginia and in the United States. It's a founding member of the Asian American Society of Central Virginia, which is a nonprofit organization.
And I love the fact that they participate in so many local community events. They send volunteers to events such as Hands on Richmond, Asian American Celebration, Folk Festival, health fairs, all kinds of things.
The Woody Foundation is sponsored by Sutton Clark Elf Balloon. There's another big balloon coming your way. The Woody Foundation is a nonprofit here in the Richmond area, founded in 2008 by Christopher Woody Sr. They work to benefit the lives of children and families living in low-income environments through community awareness, initiatives, and events here in the area. Today, the foundation is hosting the Clash of the Titans Toy Drive event. The goal is for the community to donate toys in honor of their favorite team, and the player with the most collected toys will win. And they're going to give those collected toys to the Marines Toys for Tots program. And the players will also be signing autographs in a fundraiser. The event is today, which is December 5th, think about that, at Virginia Center Commons from 3 to 7 this evening.
Elf, one of the smaller balloons, but still very impressive balloon, one of the many balloons that are in our parade today. Fantastic job by all the handlers that have to start here from the Science Museum of Virginia and then wind their way down Broad Street around those parking lights and such, getting all the way down to 7th Street, 2.5 miles.
From Anoshi Entertainment, this is their dance drill team. From the smallest to the biggest, they're a locally owned and operated business here in Richmond. Their owners are Bree Horn and Nyosha Chisholm, and they do offer classes in dance. They are going to transition into a nonprofit organization. They're going to hope to help more families in the community. They teach dance at their studio and other facilities, including in area schools, recreation centers, and in churches. And they're going to have tryouts, if you're interested in this, coming up for their Dynamic Angels competition team. Those tryouts will be in February of next year.
Dynamic Angels. That's pretty cool.
Let's take a look.
Mark my calendar.
Got some good moves there.
Absolutely. They don't just teach dance at their studios. They will come to you. As Cheryl said, they'll go to area schools, rec centers, and churches. All right, here's the Civil War Christmas float presented by National Parks. The National Park Service celebrating its centennial in 2016. The Richmond National Battlefield Park encompasses battlefields here in the city of Richmond, in Chesterfield, Hanover, and Henrico. If you have never been, they offer free educational programs to school children every single year. The largest Civil War battle near Richmond, Cold Harbor, lasted 2 weeks, caused many casualties, and that's just one of the many battles that you can learn about here. The park holding special events each year that commemorate the sacrifices of Civil War soldiers and civilians.
And don't go away, we've got a lot more to come, including, I think I hear jingle bells. The big guy's still on the way. Stay with us for more live coverage of the Dominion Christmas Parade on CBS 6.